Hello, beautiful Geminis. Welcome back. I want to thank you, Gemini, for all your comments, and I appreciate your contributions to the channel. Know that it really is helping me pick up on some energies, and I'm telling you today is strange energies. Let's see if Gemini can get some positivity going here. What's going on for the beautiful Geminis? What does Gemini need to see nor hear, Spirit, for their higher good? Call upon the great white light to deliver some positive messages for the beautiful Geminis. What's going on, Gemini? Well, somebody is no longer hiding behind a mask. Someone has discovered something to do with a commitment. Let's see what's going on here. Gemini, somebody's mask has fallen off. Somebody discovered they no longer can hide behind some type of mask, and it's to do with a commitment. Friends and colleagues might be involved here. That's people. And the consciousness here is of lack. Discovering some type of person's mask has fallen off. And someone is feeling a consciousness of not lack, being left out in the cold, or is in financial lack somehow. There's a lack of commitment here. What's going on here for Geminis? Somebody was trying to live up to the status quo, and somebody is not getting out of fear energy. Someone is afraid that if they were trying to live up to the status quo of what things should be, someone was wearing a false mask, it fell off, somebody discovered who somebody truly was, but they can't get out of this fear. They're stuck in this fear, feeling that they're in lack. They may not have enough money in a situation, in a commitment. Friends and colleagues are involved here. Let's see. Might be the loving man, or someone who tried to pretend they were the loving man. Somebody's mask fell off. And it may have had to do with, friends and colleagues. Definitely it's about finances. Someone trying to be popular, live up to the status quo, but not having enough money to carry this off somehow. They were putting on a fake front, maybe for their friends and colleagues. But they're stuck in fear. Fear because they don't have enough. Fear to commit because they don't have enough. They might have been overspending and trying to entertain their friends and colleagues, trying to live up to what they thought other people wanted them to be, and it put them in the poorhouse. Literally, now they're stuck in fear, and it's to do with finances for sure. Somebody tried to cast out some type of net to prepare whatever is being prepared to come to fruition. Somebody's doing this to feel beloved. Radical acceptance, like doing radical things to get acceptance from somebody, but Spirit is saying it's like trying to put a thread through a needle. You know what I mean? The eye of the needle. It's tight squeeze. Whale song. Something is resonating. What's going on here? A tidy house, clarity and organization. They're putting on a false front. Like, they're trying to pretend that they got their house in order. They're trying to pretend that they're highly organized. They might have a tidy house, trying to resonate, fit in with friends, colleagues. They're trying to live up to the status quo, and they're trying to resonate with these colleagues that they're associating with, trying to pretend they got this tiny house, like tidy house. But if you can see in the card, everybody else has got a big, huge house, and they got this tiny little house, like feeling that they're smaller than everybody else. But they're, this tiny house in this card is actually like underground, and everybody else's house is up high, bigger, stronger. Somebody tried to pretend they were something that they weren't, that their house was in order when it was disorganized, trying to fit in, resonate with these friends and colleagues, live up to the status quo. Now it's put them in financial lack, and now they're living in fear. Somebody's masks have fallen off. They may have actually gone to the poor house, and they're doing a balancing act at this time. So what is it, Spirit, that Gemini should be aware of? It's to do with a loving man, or at least someone trying to be loving. Like you see in the card, this man is presenting flowers. It's almost like harmonious in behind. The light is shining on them, like the angels are around them. But they were fake. Fake. They were doing things as a front. And now they gotta face their karma. What the hell? I don't like reads like this. I gotta be honest with you. It's to do with either fast forward movement or messaging or something. Let's see. What's going on here? Yeah, fear coming out twice. Someone is literally in fear, like a great deal of fear, and it could be to do with finances. They're being foolish with their money, trying to be somebody that they're not, coming off as like they're so generous, and they might have been giving out to their friends and family, and to hell with the commitment, you know what I mean? Their friends and colleagues may have been more important to them. Yep, now they're wounded. Take it as it resonates. It could be Gemini over money. They're financially wounded here, and they're in fear, whoever this is. Oh, they're like waiting for their ships to come in. But they are mentally conflicted big time. Yep, financial lack. Trying to pretend that they were somebody that they weren't. Trying to live up to the status quo, live up to what their friends had, do what their friends were doing, but they didn't have the resources to do it. And they're working their ass off for these finances, but they can't get ahead. And they're trying to manifest like hell, but they're stuck. They're pretending that they got this happy family, and they're trying to pretend to all their friends and colleagues that they're happy, they got it going on, but they are living in fear. They're trying to be loving, like come off as the loving guy. They might be buying their friends dinners and trying to outdo their friends and neighbors, and now they're, yeah, it's to do with a commitment. Instead of focusing in on their commitment and their family, uh, they're they're cold, detached. They're hiding the truth. The truth is they're in fear. The truth is they're wounded financially, big time. Oh, and somebody's pretty angry about this. I'll tell you who, the high priest and the high priestess. They're shutting their mouth about it. They're not saying a damn thing. And Spirit's angry with this person because they were trying to pretend that they were the Nine of Pentacles, trying to impress people, getting cocky, thinking they had all this money, all this confident that they could get this money, and they're stuck. This is the truth. Now they're worrying. They're trapped in their own head. They're in fear. They're worrying about their finances. They're trying to come off like they're confident they got enough coin, but they're worried like hell. They're in fear of their finances. This wanted to come sideways. It's not healing anytime soon, and it is not coming in soon. Somebody got heartbroken. They got greedy. They don't have the money, and they're heartbroken because they can't live up to what everybody else has. And this breaks their heart. Money isn't everything. That's why they're gonna have a destruction. A tower is hitting, or is already hit. And they might even be praying to God, you know what I mean? To the universe for help. This is the truth. It could be like now they got to go to court, face the lawyers. They got to reap what they sow. It's like they're toiling, thinking. They're not saying nothing. Whoever this is, they're not saying nothing. There's a commitment indeed involved here between a King of Cups and a Queen of Cups. It could be a marriage that's gone tits up. It could be over finances. It could simply be now they got to face the lawyers, the judges, and yep, because it's ended. The masks have fallen off. The pretend games have come to an end about money. Somebody in this situation got greedy with money, trying to live up to the status quo, and now they got so much drama to face. They got a big battle to fight over money. Finances. This is a financial situation, but it involved a union, a betrayal about money. A betrayal in a commitment. They have very little to offer now. And they may have chosen a shiny new toy as an option, or, you know what I mean? They might have been living up to the status quo, like pretending they got their house in order, that they're happy, but they're not. They've been rejected by the third party. That's what's happened. And they were trying to pretend that they could offer all this and offer that, and all it did is give it. They might even be going to court now. They might even be facing bankruptcy, stuff like that, you know, because they were giving all their attention elsewhere instead of to their commitment. Now they're doing a balancing act. Juggling finances, juggling partners, who knows. Whatever they're doing, they're heavily burdened. They got a lot of baggage to carry right now. That's why they can't offer anything. It's coming too slow. They might, yeah, and it's got to do with like friends, colleagues. This is like, they might even be reaching out to their friends for financial help. Yeah, it's all about finances. It's all about commitments. It's all about financial commitments now. It's like reaching out to their friends for financial help. And there is no love here. It came in reverse. Friends are saying, you're on your own. They're cutting them off. I don't love you that much. And now they're in their emotions, and now they got this fishy in the cup. Turned out that perhaps Gemini cut this person off, finding out there was no true love there. They were wearing false masks. And now there's been a lot of emotions, and it could have to do with cutting off a love situation. There is no love here. It was fake to begin with. It's a fake offer. It was a fake promise. It was a fake offer in the first place. Someone was being selfish and greedy to do with finances, and it had to do with a union. And maybe Gemini said, there's no love here. I'm going to find another love. This person is now in fear. Scared. That's the karmic wheel. As one cycle has come to an end, another one has begun. For somebody being out, coming in like the loving man, the knight in shining armor, come rushing in to say they got all this. They might have been overextending, trying to look like the big shot. It financially crippled them. They didn't honor the commitment that they were supposed to because now they're financially bankrupt. They may have been out being a player somewhere else, but they're in a financial ruin, trying to live up to the status quo of what people wanted them to be, what they thought people wanted them to be. And now these people, these friends, these associates are going, I don't love you enough to give you all this money you need. And they're going to court. It could be a bankruptcy, literally. Or it's a fight over money. Because they were being deceptive. They were wearing false masks. And now the masks have fallen off. And now they're living in fear, worry, financial lack, and finding out there was no love there to begin with. And now they might have to be providing for children because of this union. And Spirit is saying, now there's distance. They've created this distance. Oh, the world being here. Their friends and their colleagues aren't there to bail their ass out. Their love walked out of their life, saying, well, I don't love you anymore because you don't have finances. Yet they're trying to be the loving man and provide. Hello. Somebody did some blocking here. Somebody was living in denial. And now somebody is living in isolation. Lonely. The Emperor is. Because they have nothing to offer. The cup is empty. Now they're crying over spilt milk. They're sad because of their ego. They were living in their ego with their finances, pretending they were someone they're not. They overextended themselves. They may have made false promises that they couldn't deliver on. They're defensive. because of this breakup. There's a separation now between a union because of this. They're trying to present themselves as strong, but they are sitting, burning the midnight oil here, trying to think of how they can get themselves out of this situation, finding out that their friends and colleagues turned their back on them, and here they are alone. What do I do now? Burning the midnight oil. They're in the boat alone. Friends and family disowned them. They're rowing that boat by themselves. And whoever they were dealing with, I don't know, took action on some other lover when they found out they didn't have enough finances. Oh, because why? Spirit was watching the whole time, and they had to learn about karma. Just leaving it there. Yep. Now they may even have to be seeking charity to help them survive, because they were giving to too many different places, handing things out, and it's left them in a financial ruin. My God. Hope this resonates, Gemini. Let me know in the comments if it does. Take care.